There was a few questions I had, so I thought I'd share the questions and answers and clarifications. And they were about fasting in Ramadan. First one was about the Sahri time and when does it actually end. And they've come across hadith that say the adhan was happening and the Prophet kept on eating sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we're allowed to eat when the adhan is happening. It's a bit of a confusion and people not sure when the Sahri time ends and the Fajr time starts. So first of all, and the timetables don't help as well, because they put loads of different times on there as well, some of the timetables. So let's go with the timetables that just have one time. It says Sahri ends and fast starts, and Fajr starts, and Fajr start, I think it says, yeah? So it only gives you one time. They're the easy ones to follow, okay? What that time is telling you is that the pre-dawn time, Sahri means the night time, just before dawn time. That ends at this time, let's say 4 or 5 a.m., just for an example, okay? And Fajr starts, meaning the fast starts as well. Okay, so you have until 4 or 5 a.m., meaning when it turns 4 or 5 a.m., stop eating, stop drinking, and you can pray Fajr. So there is no gap between the end of Sahur or Sahri and the beginning of Fajr. It's the same time. So 4 or 5, if it's that. 4 or 5, your fast starts, your Sahri ends, your fast starts, and you can pray Fajr. However, it's better, safer to say I'm going to stop eating at 4 o'clock, 5 minutes before. Read some Quran, do your wudu, get ready for Fajr. And I'm going to pray Fajr in Jamaat, that's the best thing. Right? But if you do want to go to sleep and you want to got work and stuff, then pray Fajr at 10 past 4. And then do your zikr, Quran, go to sleep, whatever you have to do for your day. So don't pray exactly at that time, 4 or 5, give a few minutes. And don't eat right until that time, give a few minutes before. That's if the calendar has one time. Right? That's usually easier for everyone. Some calendars, they give you 2 times. They say Sahri end 4 o'clock and Fajr start 10 past 4. So what's this 10 minutes in between? It's like that same thing to keep you safe and away from eating too late and praying Fajr too early. So it's the same thing. Fast ends or starts, and the Fajr fast starts, and Fajr starts as well at 4 or 5. But they put on their timetable 4 a.m. fast ends, meaning stop eating and be careful. Don't eat from this point. And pray your Fajr at 10 past 4. Be careful. Don't pray your Fajr straight away, bang on time at 4 or 5 a.m. So delay it by 5 minutes. So you'll see 2 times fast end or fast begin, Sahri end, fast begin, and Fajr start. Some calendars are like this, and that's a bit confusing. What used to happen at the time of the Prophet ﷺ was they had multiple adhans. Okay, before Fajr they had an adhan. Even now, you go to Makkah, Medina, they do the adhan before Fajr. They do it for Tahajjud. Okay, they do adhan by an hour before Fajr. I remember some people, they went on Umrah, they said, oh, the adhan happened, so we stopped for Fajr. And it was the adhan of Tahajjud, so they're waiting an hour. Then another adhan happened. Like, what was the second? Then we realized the first adhan was for something else. The second adhan was for Fajr. And then people stopped and prayed their sunnahs, and so they waited like 2 hours just for Fajr Salah, like a long time, maybe an hour and a half, because they weren't aware there's an adhan before Fajr. So there is a precedent, there is a practice of the adhan being before Fajr. And in Ramadan, there was like a fast adhan, like a warning adhan, that the time is about to start for the fast, and the adhan was done, okay, 5-10 minutes before. So during that time, the Sahaba knew we can still eat. It's not Fajr time. The Muaddin is warning us, he's informing us it's close to the end of the fast time. So they kept on eating in the adhan. It was not the Fajr adhan, it's a warning adhan before Fajr. Just like there's an adhan of Tahajjud before Fajr. And some scholars have the opinion you can do the adhan of Fajr before Fajr as well by 5-10 minutes. There is an opinion according to Imam Abu Yusuf that you can give the adhan of Fajr before Fajr time, like 10 minutes before. Now you can pray Fajr, you can just give the adhan 5-10 minutes before. It's weird, I know it's confusing, but that is practice there. So you're allowed to eat all the way until the end of Sahri. Even though adhan has been done, it doesn't mean Sahri is ended if it's been done early. The second adhan, which is weird, I know there's 2 adhan for Fajr, would be done at Fajr time. And at that point, nobody would eat, nobody would drink. They know that this adhan declares Fajr has entered, fast has, Sahri has ended, fast has begun. Okay? So it is confusing. I do think it is confusing for everybody to hear these different hadiths and then the timetables and the times. But does that make sense, Luqman? Were you following, or you lost somewhere in the middle there? I don't know. I think I lost you somewhere. I can feel it. Usman, were you with me or what? Yeah, okay, good thumbs up from Usman over here. Salman, is that understood? Yeah, alhamdulillah. Sufyan? Uncle Shabir, okay.
I go to the 8th degree, not the
Acha, 8. MashaAllah, that's quite late then. You're special, MashaAllah. Allah bless you, MashaAllah. So you've got plenty of extra time than us, MashaAllah. So that was the first question, or there was lots of questions. Second one was about iftar. And why, how early do we have to open iftar? I get delayed by a few minutes. And again, this is a misconception of opening your fast. Iftar meaning opening your fast like as soon as possible. We think that as soon as the needle hits the 12, or the clock changes, that's the opening your fast. That's not the meaning of the sunnah of opening your fast early or quickly. It's the practice of some sects, some misguided people, to delay the opening of the fast until it gets dark, until the stars come out, and then they would open their fast and pray Maghrib late. So we shouldn't delay our Maghrib, and we shouldn't delay our opening of the fast to that level. Whether it goes over by a minute, 2 minutes, 3, even 5 minutes is not a problem. It's not, over 5 minutes over, it's fine. It's normal for Fajr, for Maghrib, or for the fast to be open. So don't say, open your other people at home, say, open your fast, this is makruh, you're delaying it, and it's been 30 seconds or a minute or two, and they're having a go at you for that. There's no need for that. It's not that when the needle strikes 12 or the minute's finished and you bang on time, there's no harm in giving it a minute or two. And some calendars do give a minute or two on top anyway. Again, you might find 2 different times. So fast opening, right, about a minute or 2 apart. Some of the calendars they produce to give you a bit of safety, and they collect a minute or 2 minutes after the fast is actually, or the sun has actually set and the fast is open. So there's no harm in that, to delay by a few minutes. But don't, tell people, open your fast, you're doing something bad. Yes, if they haven't opened their fast for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, yes, that is really bad. That is what is disliked, that is what is discouraged. Okay? So is that clear? Ayhan. The other thing about opening the fast is the dua of opening the fast. Allahumma inni laka sumtu wa bika amantu wa alayka tawakkaltu wa ala rizqika aftartu, which means, oh Allah, I have fasted for you. Allahumma inni laka sumtu, I have believed in you, wa bika amantu wa alayka tawakkaltu, I have trusted in you, and upon your sustenance, ala rizqika aftartu, I have opened my fast. Okay? This dua is to be done after opening the fast, because you see the meaning. I've fasted, you've completed it. I've opened my fast. Right? Aftartu is past tense. I've opened my fast on your rizq. If you haven't opened your fast yet, you haven't had anything to eat, you haven't completed your fast, and you're saying it then, it's not the right time for this dua. The dua you do when you open your fast is very easy, and you all know it. It's called Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and you eat food. Right? That's what you say when you start eating. Say Bismillah wa la barakatillah, and you eat your food. When you have your iftar, you finished your dates, water, whatever fruit and refreshments there are, then you make a dua. After every meal you should make a dua. So you can say Alhamdulillah li at'amana wa saqana wa ja'al muslimin, Allahumma innaka sumtu wa bika amantu. You make this dua at this time, right? Because it's referring back to the fast. I've opened the fast, I've completed the fast, and I've had ala rizqika, I've had some sustenance, I've had some food provided by you, O Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Does that make sense then? Okay, so we probably still have doing the dua before, but make sure you do it after as well. After you've done your opening of your fast, you've had the water and your food, etc. This is the dua to make alongside any other duas you want to make after completing your iftar meal, etc.